Humor's heaven on 100 proof. YouTube's delight. Tune in, we promise it's pure delight. Laughing out loud, so mellow and bright. Conte and Kenny, comedy's bite. Every Monday, come and play. Join us for laughs, end your day. Eastern time, the fun begins. Jokes and stories will make you grin. A perfect blend, pure comedic art. Conte and Kenny, they steal your heart. So click and watch the chuckles flow. Conte and Kenny, friends in tow. Sip some laughs on 100 proof. Comedy magic under your roof. Laughing out loud, so mellow and bright. Conte and Kenny, comedy's bite. Every Monday, come and play. Join us for laughs, end your day. Eastern time, the fun begins. Jokes and stories will make you grin. A perfect blend, comedic art. Conte and Kenny, they steal your heart. So click and watch the chuckles flow. Conte and Kenny, friends in tow. Sip some laughs on 100 proof. Comedy magic under your roof. Remember the time, don't miss the show. With Conte and Kenny, the giggles glow. Find the channel, don't delay. 100 proof podcasting, your Monday ballet.
Do you know what happens when a lowland gorilla stand-up comedian, a functioning alcoholic impressionist, and geeky tech nerd pro wrestler get together? You get the Conte and Kenny Show. And AIDS, probably.
Tell me a story.
See, we got blogs, we got podcasts. You know, the information won't stop. It comes in through your head, eats out your eyes, and it's all crap. You know? See, you gotta dare for greatness these days to get people's attention. Did I get yours?
Tell me a story.
Dreams die. No. No, not by themselves. We kill them.
It's 90% bullshit. What is entertainment? Tell me a story.
What?
Tell me a story.
What? Not tomorrow, not after breakfast, now!
Arrogance.
You are shit. Y'all see what I'm tapping? Shut up! Because of my big mouth, I made this woman laugh. You're an idiot. Shut up. Louis, what are you talking about? You're an idiot. Fuck off. Shut up. Classy. Yeah, that's right. I'm fucking funny. I'm fucking entertaining. Fuck you.
Alcoholism.
Kenny is a functioning alcoholic.
See, I have an alcohol issue, and
Issue?
Yeah, it's an issue. It's an issue. I'm not a problem. It's just an issue. I'm my own kind of reckless disaster. I'm fucking German. I might be Jewish too, but I was a fucking Jedi.
Kenny likes to drink.
I was drunk. Let's all go skinny dipping. My problem is I don't have a problem. I work all day. I come home. I have a couple of drinks. It's psychologically bad for my penis.
Arrogance and alcoholism. The Conte and Kenny Show.
And don't forget me, Joey Image.
The vision is renewed. The power is reawakened. The fear is reborn. Because they have returned. Because they have returned.
Arrogance and alcoholism.
journalism with a side of spandex. That's right. We are here every Monday night at 7 p.m. on the 100 Proof Podcasting YouTube channel. Check out all our shows wherever you get your podcasts. And if you're listening live or you're listening on the YouTube show, please give the episode a like. It helps the channel out. Subscribe to the show. Join the chat and be part of the show. And there's some other great shows on there. Of course, Replayables. And then you get to watch Shawnee, our producer, play video games. That's a great show. That's fucking interesting. But welcome, everybody. And of course, I am Joe Conte. Kenny Michaels out there in the middle, and Joey up there in the corner with our producer, Shawnee, behind the glass. What's happening, fellas?
If you're not listening, you're not really alive. You know?
You're not really alive.
Yeah.
Don't say
Wow, that's
alive.
dedication.
You can listen live, but you're not really alive unless you're listening and watching Shawnee play hopscotch and shooting ladders. Shoots and ladders, whatever.
Shoots and ladders. Wow, dude,
Whatever
you
fucking
are
ball
from
games
the
they have.
'80s.
Whatever games they have
God.
on a compute, you know. So you
on
come here.
the confounded machines.
Yeah, on that confangled machinery. Speaking
Oh
of
my
speaking of fangled machinery, the Joey Image intro, the AI intro, which I fucking love. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here at my desk, and I totally forgot. Now, here's the difference. How I am so amazed by this AI thing. It's only been within the last couple of months where I really am taken aback of how fast this technology is progressing. Okay. And how many different uses it is, different things, not just for Joey doing intros, but
Let's
in
make a
everyday
new one
life
right
and
now.
stuff. Yeah, you're gonna do something. Yeah, something.
Let's
So,
make one right now.
what I realized is that just next to me, my desk, I have the original form of AI. Can you see that?
Is that the old Casio?
That's a little Casio keyboard, brother. And now AI is so fast. It's Conte and Kenny come to the show.
Right.
Monday Night Laughs Under Your Roof is the best line.
So
What does
this
it
is
say? Monday night.
Monday Night Laughs Under Your Roof or something, or Monday Night Comedy
Your
Under Your
Roof.
Roof, whatever. It's just
whatever
from like
Kenny
outside
says.
somewhere.
Oh, oof. So AI is that fast where you can just type in the things. Here's me doing AI. Conte and Kenny Show. Conte and Kenny Show under the roof.
Oh my god.
Woo-hoo.
Oh my god.
Woo-hoo.
That's going to be the new intro song.
Conte and Kenny, Joey Image. It's a holidays, ho ho ho. Conte and Kenny, Monday nights, 7 p.m. Eastern Time on the radio show. That's my AI.
Yeah.
See how the technology has progressed?
I don't know if it's AI or AU. I don't know. That seems kind of moving. I don't know about that.
Dude,
that's pretty bad.
I haven't taken
But I
this
see what
thing
you
out.
mean.
Yeah.
You
That's
you
if
hit the drum beat, you find the drum beat, and then you could play a couple of notes, and then it'll kind of pick up on it.
If Joey was like, "Hey, I got an idea for an intro," I go, "Okay, let me start with a drum beat."
Yeah.
And then it'll be like,
Hi, listening.
Monday nights, start a comedy show, 11 o'clock, 7 p.m. Eastern Pacific Time. That's it.
What?
And you'd be like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? But AI has progressed so much. You know, between bidets and AI, we're really not going to be
Bidet.
They got to think of something for. They got to think of something for masturbation.
Smart
Mother
toilet. They call it Bidet.
Well, if you think about it, you've got to cover three main spots. I call it the triangle of life. The triangle of life. You've got your head, you've got your rooter, and you got your tutor, right? And it comes down to like a you know when you center yourself, That's how you gotta say to yourself.
So is that
So
are you comparing your brain, your genitals, and your asshole to the Trinity? Is that what you're basically saying?
Absolutely.
The
Yeah,
Trinity?
yeah. It's the they call it the love spectrum of
The
soul.
love spectrum.
I don't fucking have any idea what I'm talking about. But if you line them up correctly, you can get AM stations. You just got it down. So if you have your brain, the AI, right? The AI takes care of the brain, right? And that is like the higher powered part, where your intellectual.
That puts the AI in brain. BRAIN.
It puts absolutely intelligence. Exactly. And now you got the tutor, right, which is the anus, and there's not really much you could do there except just keep it going. You know what I mean? So you got a bidet. So what do you can you find an improvement on a bidet? Unless you've got a butthole car wash, but there's really not much more you can do to a butthole.
Now they have bidets that actually the temperature, you can regulate the temperature of the water. We don't have that, but that's next thing. Yeah,
that's those Japanese over there. They've got toilets that have they'll shine your shoes for you.
They'll
do your
pop
taxes.
out a fucking arm with a cup of coffee for you in the morning.
Exactly.
Have a seat for 10 minutes. I'll shoot out.
It's like
there's a conveyor belt with sushi that goes past you while you're dumping.
Right.
Might as well get it all done at the same time, in one end or out the other.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. So you have the intelligence, the AI, the brain thing, so that there's an unimaginable possibilities there. But you can't really improve the anus that much.
I don't want to get onto this topic.
Yeah, just bear with me. I'll get to it. There's not much you can do with the anus besides upgrading the bidet. You could put the bells and whistles on a bidet, but there's really not much more. Unless if somebody comes up with something better for the a-hole than a bidet, have at it. I would love to see it.
How about a good diet? A good diet would help. You know what I mean?
How about a chalupa?
But you still gotta. But if you're intaking and you're outputting, you're tooting,
right?
You're rooting and tooting. You know what I mean?
Rooting and tooting, right?
Right. So now the second in the Holy Trinity here, Holy Trinity should not. Sorry, God. In the Trinity of the soul, you've got the rooter.
Listen to Conte.
Right, you've got the rooter.
I got it.
And that is your.
Come on. Thank you, Joey. Yeah.
Now the rooter and the brain are.
He doesn't even know you said anything.
What happened?
No, he has no idea.
You know what I mean?
What I punched through. I'm sorry.
No, when you said sorry, God, I see you don't have to apologize to me, Kenny. It's okay.
Hey, you know what? As the older I get, I don't say the Lord's name in vain. I don't do it anymore. I always say sorry, God.
Because that's important.
Well, you know what? Yeah. For all the shit that I do, it's the little things. It's baby steps, bro.
Yeah,
it's like when I go up there and he opens up that book, he's gonna start flipping pages. He's gonna
December 12th, 2024. You called your fucking ass.
Listen, do you think God would have a computer by this point, or he's actually using it? He's got it all written down.
That's a great question.
He already has this whole show on MP3. We're not even done yet.
You know what he's got? He's got one of them. Exactly. He's got one of them meta. He's got one of them meta things in his.
Oh God.
AI? It comes up like a screen. Yeah, in a VR. He's go beep, beep, beep.
Yeah.
But for all intents and purposes, he's got that wet finger, and he's just scrolling through the pages of my shit.
Yeah.
And he keeps licking his finger, his godly finger, the one that points over like the Sistine Chapel, that heavenly finger like this. You know what I mean? He keeps licking it, and page by page. So
Mr. Michaels, you seem to be next.
He goes, well, you did that. Really. And then the next page, he's like, well, you apologized for that. And then you apologize for that. My mother, if there is like points taken off for like saying his name in vain, my mother is doomed. She is doomed.
By the way, a coup, we were talking about it. Does God have a computer? He would put a reel to reel. I bet it will be a laugh track.
Yeah.
Fucking Aku and Two Joints and Steve F are already just murdering in the chat room.
Nice.
Just keep it coming, fellas. We'll get to it. Trust me. These guys,
the cleanup
at
hitters.
least they're
I didn't
entertaining
even see it,
themselves.
sorry.
Oh, they're just killers in
It's
there.
a good batting order right there. So now you have the brain with the AI. You have the butt. If anyone can improve on the bidet to upgrade the butthole, I'm all in. Let's see what you got. Now the other one is the tutor. I mean the rooter, which is your genitalia, your jennies. You know what I mean? There's a lot of things you could. There's a lot of
Jennies.
Yeah, the testicles. There's a lot of stuff you can do there.
Jenny, can I see your Jennies? Hi, Jenny. Come on, let's throw rocks at your daddy's house and show me your Jennies.
There needs to be an AI. There needs to be an AI website that makes like no offense, but that makes like comedy sketches or whatever. Because I want to see an AI of Kenny, like when he first gets up there to the gates and God's like, Mr. Michaels, did you say
yeah,
I've been on meth for 3 days and McDonald's is not open yet?
Yeah,
what's going on? What must be quite an evening.
Hey, listen, he's gotten me out of some pickles in my day. I owe him a lot. You know what I mean? And there's also other things where he's like, I can't help you with this one. So I was flying solo on a good couple of the bad ones. I was flying solo. He was watching, but he was like, I'm bowing out of this. I ain't going down. I ain't going down too.
I'm getting away from this fracas.
Yeah, you're on fucking you're in flames, bro.
I'm getting away from this fracas.
Yeah, the
fracas.
Yeah. So the AI. So you have to think about the rooter, which is sexual, right?
Right.
Now we have the fleshlight, and there's certain like the virtual reality stuff. There's certain kinds of those things. Now you can improve on that. You know what I mean? You could improve on that and the AI. But I think my whole point was you can't improve the bidet. I think that's as far as we go on the butthole front. I think that's what my point
Two
was.
Joints.
I don't remember exactly.
Two Joints a few minutes ago said, Kenny, it's a stream of water towards your starfish. It isn't splitting the atom. Freaking Two Joints. Yeah, but so what you're saying, Kenny,
but
is that
if you're
the
banging
bidet,
a guy in the butthole and his name is that, I'm trying to split him. Sorry.
We have peaked.
I think
technically when it comes to the butthole cleaning thing, the bidet thing, which I do a whole bit about it, and we have one at the house. So,
do we have?
I didn't know you had one there.
Yeah.
Why am I shitting in my own house? I should drive over there when I go.
Dude,
eat Taco Bell right in front of your house.
$8 and just go get it put in your friggin' toilet.
Yeah,
but I can use yours and spend those $4 in gas instead.
Joe Conte has the most hydrated pets in the whole town of Wayne.
Wayne, yes.
Hydrated pets, nothing. Eating from the toilet, drinking from the toilet. It's like
now I get it. It took me a minute. I didn't get it at first.
All right, yeah. Sons of bitches.
Joey and Mr. Conte, welcome to the Kenny AI bidet discussion.
Now, if you had like, I'm just spitballing here,
right?
If you had a, almost something that remember those stress balls or squishy balls?
Oh yeah,
that would stretch. I
got a couple
like,
right behind me.
Yeah,
what was it? Not Rosie O'Donnell. What's her name? The other lesbian. Roseanne Barr.
Ellen.
Yeah, no, the squishy Roseanne Barr. They had the squishy. They were big back in the early '90s.
Roseanne.
Yeah, there was a Roseanne Barr squishy thing, stress ball. I didn't know that.
Something like that. Yeah, it was Roseanne or what's it? They all look like fucking dump truck drivers anyway.
Rosie O'Donnell, you talking about?
Something, but it was the squish balls. So if we had something that if we wore a pair of underwear that the line of the crackety anus from your tailbone to your grundle, right to the gooch, if it had like a undulating kind of a car wash brush, like almost like a vibrating tickle brush. If you sat on a hamster,
like a French tickler, that old guy.
Yeah,
like
if you sat on a hamster, but all day long you'd have it, where it'd be moving around. That I could see could be an improvement on the anus. but you really
now
don't
we're
have
getting
much.
into Richard Gere talk. Now we're getting sexy. Now this is interesting.
Yeah.
Up next, Oscars. But you think about it. If you have, there's no improvement on the like. How about your ear hole?
Hey,
like
dude,
when you
listen.
put
Do you
when
think?
you put a Q-tip in your ear, you almost have an orgasm. So,
Yes,
but you can't really.
It's a wonderful.
You
feeling.
can't stuff cake in there and satiate. Is that what I'm saying? There's a cutoff point.
Yeah.
You know.
Well,
You
so
can't
you're
stick a
telling
dick
me
in your
you
ear.
think? So you like don't you think when CDs came out, right? Like in the late 80s, early 90s, the sound of CDs, right? Don't you think people were like, dude, we've hit the pinnacle.
Oh
It
yeah,
can't
yeah.
get any better than this.
See, that's how I feel.
It's-
Like, because I'm a technology nerd.
Yes.
So when 1080p TVs came out, I'm like, wow, that's so crazy clear. Like, how can we get any better? And then 4K comes out, and I'm like, holy shit, I can see every blade of grass.
Yeah,
This is
yeah,
friggin'
exactly.
insane.
Remember
I used to go to
Yeah.
the Best Buy by my parents' house when I still lived in my parents' house. I used to go to the Best Buy just to watch soccer in 4K.
You went to the
I don't-
Best Buy?
Yeah. I don't care. I don't care about soccer.
You went
but I
to
would go there
bars
just
and
to
strip
watch it
joints.
because
Joey went to Best Buy
Best
and
Buy
Fifth
and
Avenue.
Micro Center.
And Micro Center.
Fifth Avenue Electronics. I remember them.
Yeah.
Of course you
On
do.
Route
Of
17.
course you do.
I was on cocaine for 4 days straight, and Joey goes to Party City and gets napkins with Barney on them. Meanwhile, I'm in a gutter sucking dong for
for the
treats.
rest of that crack
Yeah.
cocaine that you got ripped off.
But
on
Joey,
in fucking train.
it makes a perfect point, right? And also Joe with the CDs.
Yeah, it was
I mean,
the same thing with the audio quality on a CD from a tape, and then
And
we,
you know what?
we still haven't gotten better than that, right? I mean, that's kind of where we were.
I watched, and this is honest. This is not even shit. This is actually just it fits perfectly. For about
Steve
3
F in the
hours.
chat said. Steve F in the chat, excuse me, says I felt that way with Atari.
I still feel that way with Atari.
Yeah, you can sit on a joystick. That's pretty. The Atari joysticks will go right up there. The Odyssey was
That's
had a
not
little
what I
bulbous
was
end.
thinking.
Oh.
I miss my Odyssey, dude. That just came up in
Remember
conversation. the
Odyssey?
other day. Yeah, Magnavox. I used to have it.
Absolutely.
I still have a ColecoVision right behind me, dude.
I do. I have
Nice.
mine in my storage unit. Yeah, I have
Yeah.
the old stuff.
I remember
but you-
ColecoVision and Intellivision. Those are the two besides Atari. They were like
That
the
was-
cool
yeah.
ones. The rich kids had those.
I have my ColecoVision still. I don't know what happened to my television. My father probably threw it out when I was 12.
I still believe that I have. It's a board. It's like the size of like 2 loaves of bread, and you plug it in, and you hear boom, boom, and then it would have 2 AC whatever VHF, and you'd hook it to the back of a TV, black and white TV, and all it was a tennis court with 1 ball. Boom,
Like Pong?
boom, Pong, and 2 knobs.
Yeah,
It's
basically.
got to
Yeah,
be
yeah,
worth.
yeah.
I think it's got to be worth thousands of dollars now. I have it
Probably,
somewhere,
yeah.
but all it was
Pong,
a.
what was that?
it was just
Early
a boom,
70s, I think.
boom.
Pong came
That was
out.
like the first arcade game, I think. I don't know if it was
Yes,
the first
yes.
video game.
I have
The first video game,
actual-
was it? Or was it just the first game in an arcade? Was Pong the first video
I think
game?
it was.
I should know
it was
this.
the
I
first-
think it was.
Yeah.
I didn't even know. Why do you guys know that? I don't. I'm the fucking game
I don't
nerd.
know.
It's kind of weird, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. I'm
Anyway,
not sure,
back
but
to
I
Kenny's
think
ass.
it was. So now So last night I'm watching. I'm
Or
watching
Joe
a
CD's, wherever the
show.
hell we were.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
really.
watching a show about Leonardo da Vinci. Okay. It was on PBS.
That's the guy that died in the
And-
Titanic, right? He was floating on the door. Or no, he wasn't on the. She wouldn't
That's,
let him on the
that's
door.
Leonardo
Absolutely
DiCaprio.
correct.
Stupid.
You're absolutely correct, Joey.
He's such an idiot.
You nailed that one.
That's what he said.
Sure did.
Absolutely.
I wish
Yeah,
he was nailed to a cross right in front of us on the corner there. Watch Joey
Yeah.
crucified in the corner.
I look like Jesus
Leonardo
retired.
DiCaprio, he painted the Lisa. That was it. He painted the Lisa. The second to last supper, you know,
Yeah.
he painted the last brunch. That guy.
He painted this. He painted the Sisters Chapel, or no?
The sisters,
Pristine
yeah,
Chapel.
yeah. Yeah.
Your Sisters Chapel.
He painted your sister's
Oh, your
chapel in
sister's
3 days.
chapel.
There's that great line in Sleepers where he's talking to the father, Robert De Niro, the kid. The movie Sleepers, great movie. Underground, great movie. Where they're in the home, they got molested, whatever, and they go and kill the guy.
I never
Kevin
saw
Bacon.
it, but I know what it is. It's weird when you say that because it's so.
That was
yeah.
Kevin
Because
Bacon.
of how long I worked at video stores, I saw the cover as soon as you said the fucking name. It's like dark and just the whole cast names are written on the front. There's no picture or nothing. It's wild.
Oh man, great movie. Yeah, Kevin Bacon, De Niro, and but they were sitting there, and he's shooting hoops with these little kids, and Robert De Niro's like, "Yeah, you ever heard of the Sistine Chapel?" He goes, "It took him like 30 years to paint it," and the little kid goes, "I had Puerto Ricans. They painted my sister's apartment. It took them 3 days, 2 coats." So I'm watching this Leonardo. I almost said Leonardo DiCaprio thing.
Leonardo da Vinci.
about Da Vinci and how he started as an artist, and then he was an assistant to another artist, and then he started coming up with all these crazy of perspective things of light and this on painting. Okay, you're talking. They're grinding up clamshells to make paint. You know what I mean? Like the blue that he uses was only from a place in Afghanistan, from a mine in Afghanistan. They would break it apart, and you would only get that blue hue. That's why his paintings are they're priceless. They're hundreds and millions of billions of dollars.
Right.
But here's the thing. So then he started. He wanted to fly like a bird, right? He always wanted to fly. That was his big thing. He always wondered how the bird works. So he would take bats and dissect bats, and then later on he would go to the humans and he would have the anatomy, and his stuff was so precise that he kept inventing things, even though people had no idea what the trebuchet, where you throw shit over the brick wall.
Yeah.
You know,
Almost like
he
catapult.
built it. Catapult. He built a tank. He had shit for like electricity. Like he had all these kinds of things. And you know what I came
So
out
you're
with
saying
the whole
that
thing?
he was so futuristic that he made stuff and they didn't even know what he was making.
It was like,
it
what
couldn't even
are you
comprehend it.
Yeah, if you told me, you're like, I got a piece of cake, 3 dozen rocks, and a set of car keys, I can make a bomb. And you're like, what? It doesn't even make sense. Yeah.
Right.
But to them, it was like, what are you talking about? That's so
Leonardo da Vinci was basically the he was the MacGyver of that day.
He absolutely was. Yes, he absolutely was. He invented all these kinds of different things, different kinds of locks and things for war. And then he realized that he didn't want to do war. And he died at 67 years old in 1594, somewhere around there. He was 67 years old.
Was the service nice, Kenny?
It was brilliant. The brunch was amazing.
Service.
Yeah,
Well, hopefully this service. Oh my God! Hopefully this service was nice.
We have to make it nice.
He was laid out there so beautifully.
He's a Da Vinci. He looks so good. He looks so good.
Yeah, I love when they say that.
Beard, with his white beard and his sunken eyes. He looks like he hasn't
telling
eaten in 8
Sunken
months.
eyes.
I'm telling you, dude. I swear,
Get
when
this
when
guy
my
some
mother
fish.
died, when my mother died, and I'm just sitting up there, and everybody comes up, and everybody's like, "Hey, man, sorry, blah blah blah, and my condolences, and if there's anything I could do, I'm gonna hand out cards that have instructions, like I need you to go shopping and go get fucking mozzarella cheese and bread, and then somebody else, I want them to go fucking paint the fucking shed. Like I'm
Is
gonna
there
have a
anything I can do
bunch
for
of
you?
shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have cards, and it's just gonna be like, oh, here you go. Here's something for you to do. Go
Did you
fucking
ever
start my
see,
car at fucking 10 to 7.
Did you ever see
over at 7?
You know my dress. I need my dress shirts Martinized.
Did you ever see the bit that
cornstarch?
There was a bit that Artie did where he was talking about his mother and some shit like that. And he's like, man, when my mother dies, people come up to me in the funeral. I'm like, I'm sorry if I could do anything. It's like the first thing that's gonna come out of my head is like, yeah, do me a favor, go seal my driveway. What the fuck?
Yeah,
what do you want me to do? Pray
That's
for
great.
me? I'm already here.
Old premise, but I
You
think
know,
about
but
that all the time.
that puts a person on the other side puts a person in an awkward situation. Like, do you go up to a person and go, "You got enough people help you"?
Yeah,
I'll
go
from
leave
here
the
on
fuck
out,
alone.
we're good.
Well, my
I
father-
owed you.
when my father died, dude, the day after my father died, the neighbor came over with 2 giant fucking grocery bags and 2 big rotisserie chickens, fresh, and just fed us for like a week. It was fucking great. That's the only one that actually said, if you need anything, let me know. And she did something anyway on her own.
Well,
didn't even
that goes
ask.
to
She
Kenny's
just showed
bit.
up.
My bit, yeah.
Kenny does
Like,
a bit all
I
about
do a
Big
bit
Ziti
where-
and funerals.
Yeah. If I see, when I was a kid, baked ziti meant you ate for a week. With 8 kids, you ate for a week like kings. Now, if I see big ziti, it's who died.
Yeah.
That's the only time anybody fucking makes ziti.
Yeah.
That's funny.
So, so back to Leonardo.
Who died, but it's delicious.
Is this Edith? Is this a meat sauce?
Is this gluten-free pasta?
Oh, why don't you die too, cunt? Who gives a shit? Who's worried about gluten now? You're gonna tell me?
Yeah, it's gluten filled.
$1.98.
I want extra gluten.
For $1.50, I fed your family for 3 days, the whole family, and you're gonna talk about ingredients?
You can't even
Just shut up
get
and
a
eat it.
bidet for $1.50 these days. Come on.
Yeah.
Steve F in the chat said Da Vinci designed the first bidet.
I wouldn't put it past him. I wouldn't put it up him either.
Well, he did.
I'll be honest, I did not know about Da Vinci and his his inventive prowess. I did not know anything about that.
He had there's logbooks and logbooks. He wrote down
prowess
everything.
is a fucking very big word.
Yeah, but he wrote down everything, and from when he was a kid, his father saw that he had an acumen for drawing, because there was no fucking camera phones. There was no
There's no regular phones either, or
printing
cameras.
press. Cameras, nothing.
Right.
So everything that was happening in your life, it had to be done in real time as a painting or by memory. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And his father saw that he had this kind of a thing to him, so he sent him away to France and then Italy, then France, and he went back and forth. So now 4 hours I'm watching this, right? And my mind is blown away of how someone so genius, could be on this earth, you know what I mean? Of someone that was so far beyond his will. 15. It was. I'm sorry. It's 1490. He died. I believe it was 1490. It's 1490 or 1590, something like that. You're talking 1,000 years ago, and this son of a bitch is showing how to build tanks. You know what I mean? That people had no idea what tanks were.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Like they didn't
so
even
after
understand
4 hours,
Like if he was going to show a plane, they would be like, "We don't even know what we're looking at."
Well, he would dissect a bat because he would study flying. He wanted to fly away, and now ain't this a study in the human condition? He wanted to fly away all the time. He wanted to be a bird and fly far, far away. You wonder why? You wonder why he wanted to fly away and go and it was in Fantasyland? Because Leonardo da Vinci...
Because his wife was a battle axe?
No. He didn't have a wife. Leonardo da Vinci was a giant homosexual.
Oh, he was a gay dude?
Gay dude. The statues of David and all these artworks was of his boy pal. His boy pal. He was 24.
Obviously back then, you couldn't.
He was 24 years old. Yeah. Him and 4 in Italy. In Italy, this 17-year-old gay kid was found for sodomizing, for sodomy and prostitution. Was arrested. He had 4 clients. It was 2 dudes, Leonardo da Vinci, who was 24 at the time, and the fucking Pope's grandson or something like that.
For those of you that tuned in tonight to listen to the fucking life story of Leonardo da Vinci, you're in luck.
Right, exactly. Well, yeah. But it turns out that the guy who was high powered politically was like, everything's fine. So they took the case away because sodomy was outlawed. But back then, gender bending wasn't all that kind of weird. You know what I mean? But Leonardo da Vinci, the greatest mind, one of the greatest minds in history of the world, big cocksmoker. Joe's gone. He bailed.
Okay,
Oh, no,
we thanks for the demonstration, Kenny, on explaining that he was a homosexual.
For the last 10 minutes. For the last 10
jamming
minutes.
a foot long, imagining a foot long hot dog jamming down your throat on 4th of July at fucking in
I've been waiting
Nathan's
for this
hot dog stand.
Yeah, Kobayashi over here. Yeah, fucking what's his name? Lee Greenwood. Who's the guy that wins all the time?
Joey Chestnut.
Joey Chestnut. Yeah. So for the last 10 minutes,
come on, man.
Yeah, Joey Chestnut. For the last 10 minutes, I've been waxing fantastic about the brilliance of Leonardo. Leonardo, I did it again almost. Leonardo da Vinci, and it turns out he loves the ding dong.
Yeah, yeah. So you're giving this eloquent description of him and all that, and then you have to finish it up by
balls.
going, like what
That's
the
what I was
fuck,
waiting for.
man?
Yep,
Loves it. How did we get so lowbrow instantly? He went from
Listen,
like very highbrow.
Hey, for a gay guy, he should have invented the bidet. You know what I mean? He probably invented that shit because you didn't clean up afterwards. But yeah, big flaming homo.
Did not
Big
know.
time.
Did not know that Da Vinci was
Da
a
Vinci
gay
was
dude.
homo. Abraham Lincoln. People, my parents still they want to shoot me where I stand.
I think he was gay too. Yeah.
Abraham Lincoln was so now Da Vinci wanted to fly away because socially it wasn't really cool to be gay. You had to be quiet. Same shit.
Hold on a second. Can I do my my Mr. Roper? Hey, what did he want to fly away?
Yes,
Tinkerbell.
Then you got to look in the camera and do a little smile.
Yeah, and then you have to do break the fourth wall and stare right into the camera.
Yeah.
Norman Sell, what a dick.
He was
great.
Perfect. And now just go back 1,000 years and think what they were doing, you know? But it was. Yeah, 1,500. Yeah, 1597 or 1,500, you know, whatever, 400, 500 years. 500. I'm sorry, 500 years.
Oh, I thought, yeah. I was thinking it was 4,000 years.
No, you're correct. Yes, I said 1,000, but 500 years.
No.
But just imagine this guy who's a brilliant genius, and he's he does the Last Supper in the chapel in back wall of the chapel in Italy, and commissioned to do all these works, and he's a friggin' he loves butthole. Just bring it down to the bare tax of it.
Well, me too, just not the male kind.
Leonardo da Vinci used to paint and stuff the Mona Lisa, priceless arts of work. But when he put his goose feather down from painting, and he goes, "That's it for today. What do I want to do now? Well, I'm hungry. I'm going to have a bite to eat. What do I do when I have to have a bite to eat? I want some butthole." That's what it was. He loved men's rear ends. He was attracted to
like the company
sphincters.
of men. You fucking weirdo. Maybe he just.
But
maybe
listen
it
how it
wasn't all
makes
about the butthole.
Listen how it humanizes someone he's not a ghost. He was a real life person.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he had an affinity for men's genitalia. Where he's like, I need some dick. How do you say I need some dick in Italian, Joe?
Ti voglio cazzo.
Ti voglio
Is that
cazzo.
real? Is that
Give me
real?
two.
Yeah.
How do
How do
you
you
know
say
that?
give me? How do you say give me two?
Dame due.
Dame due, come cazzo. So you just got two dicks on his plate. Dame due, cazzo. Boom. There it is. That's Da Vinci's evening, right? While we're watching Seinfeld or the ball game, after dinner, there's still there's a little daylight left, little time left, and you're bored.
Right.
No TV, no podcasts or anything like that. He goes, well, I'm nice and full. My belly's full. I got plenty of money. What do I want now? Hey, come to me, espresso. Cazzo, cazzo, dolce. Boom. He's got two dicks right in his face.
Hey, Steve
command.
F said The music AI will have a field day with gay Leonardo da Vinci. Can you imagine?
I tried to make an AI, and it's the website's under construction at the moment, so I can't do anything, or undergoing maintenance.
Yeah,
I was very upset
but
about
all
that.
in all, just think about how it humanizes this great man of in the world. I mean, the history of the world.
Well, because we don't think of them as real people because there's no pictures of them. They're almost like it's like they're imaginary.
Almost mystical,
yeah, mystical. Yes, I agree.
Genghis Khan, almost, I think it's like 70% of the Asian islands, Mongolia over to Russia and China, 70% of them
right?
have his offspring. He killed 1/3 of the population of the planet. 22 million people,
Da Vinci?
or something like that. No, Genghis Khan.
Oh,
yeah, it was Attila the Hun, but Genghis Khan. Yeah, no.
I know. Captain Kirk was very upset with Genghis Khan.
Khan!
Khan!
Khan! Fucking Ricardo Montalban. Fucking what an alien.
Yeah. Oh, it was great.
The ship. That's a wrong movie. Wrong movie.
The ship.
Hervé. Wrong movie, Hervé. It's the
and
ship.
If you're listening, hey
The
guys,
ship.
if you're checking out the video, even if you're not listening live, just click the like button. Just want to try to get the like, the likes up on this thing. Trying to build this thing up, but
for 40 minutes. Let's move on. For 40 minutes, I'm hijacking the show.
Well,
can I show you guys?
Can I tell you guys where I got dragged to on Saturday night since I didn't have a show? So my wife's coworker and friend was like, "Hey, we go and they go to bingo, and it was right around the corner from our house." So I was like, "All right, we'll go." I have to be there for 5:00, so I'm like, "All right, you get there for 5, and you I've done bingo once or twice before. I know how it works." So we go there, and it was my wife, her friend, coworker, and 3 other women, and one of the other women ended up being the wife of a guy that I went to high school with. So it was nice to see,
interesting,
see him, her, and dude, they're fucking lunatics. These people that go to fucking bingo, dude. We got there at 5:00. You get all these pull tabs. All the girls at the table all pitched in $100 each, so $500 worth of fucking pull tabs, and doing all these fucking. And dude, we didn't start bingo until I think 7:30.
Yeah.
We didn't get out of there until
I had to be there till 5. I had to be there at 5.
Fucking
6 hours.
ridiculous.
Yeah,
dude. It was fucking ridiculous. And dude, I'm sitting there and I'm doing it, right?
Yeah,
and you got the blotter thing.
Spritzers with you?
No, I didn't have any spritzers. I had to drive, of course. But whatever. So, you have the blotter
5
thing.
hours raw?
You have to. Oh, dude. And so I'm sitting there, and because I still have the degenerate gambler gene in me, even though I don't really care that much anymore to fucking gamble. I don't give a shit. My wife likes to play a little bit on fucking online gambling and stuff. But so I'm sitting there like, oh my God, I can't. I was, when the girl told me, she goes, "Oh, we'll be out here by 11." I'm like, fucking 11 o'clock? We're here for 6 fucking hours. So now they're starting to play.
Vernal equinox. The sun's down at 5, and they're going to be here until 11.
Dude.
Christ.
So now I'm like, all right, now it's like, all right, let me just fuck it. Now, like I said, I've done bingo like 3 or 4 times in my life. First time was in the same place that I was at in like the 90s with my friend and his wife and a couple other people. And so I'm starting to do it. And I'm, with my ADHD, if I even fucking take a second and I look away for a second because of something, I get all fucked up. And then what happens is, you're sitting there, and then once you start rolling, you start to think, "Hey, I could fucking win $400 or $500. There's one for $1,000." So now I'm getting into it, And then,
Yeah.
but I always end up panicking because I'm like, what was that number? Two numbers before. My wife's like, shut up. I'm like, but 2 numbers before. What was the number?
I'm
Meanwhile,
falling
trying to
behind.
block them.
Yeah.
I'm falling behind, right? And I'm like, all right, it's 067. I'm doing 067. I'm like, what was the G number 2 before? She goes, I don't know. And I have to look up on the board and I don't fucking know, right?
I don't remember.
So I'm like fucking freaking out. But by like the last 4 board, dude, it was like 11 fucking boards of these things, right? After we got about halfway through, I was just like, because this is what happens every single time if you ever fucking play bingo. You're doing it right. You're like, all right. It starts to get closer. You're like, holy shit! All I need is 3. I need the B1, G47, and 068, and then you get to 1, and then some scumbag just yells "fucking bingo" every fucking time. And
$1,300
at some point, dude. And you know what I started doing towards the end? I was actually rooting for somebody to yell bingo. I was like, please, somebody fucking just say bingo, because I don't even want to fucking do this anymore. And then I'm sitting there like, I'm fucking hitting them and I'm fucking trying to do it. And then I hear bingo. I'm like, oh, thank God. Thank God. I crumpled up, I throw it out. I'm like, fucking thank you, Lord.
I've been here 6
thanking
hours.
the good Lord for bingos. Oh, my God.
I've been here 6 hours. I'm starving. These pretzels aren't cutting it. I got to make a poop. I want to go home.
Oh,
did you get these ladies? Now, did you get these ladies? When I used to go,
dude,
we went on about a 4-month stretch. I would go with my sisters 20 years ago. And did you get the G69?
No, they don't do that there. Well,
they have that little kazoo
if it's a
thing.
69, they have like they go.
Yeah, right.
No, they didn't do that.
No,
but dude. Here's another weird thing. The kid that I went to high school with, his wife, who was one of the 4 girls there, 1, 2, 3, there are 5 of them, dude. While they're playing bingo, she's got her iPad out and she's doing fucking she's doing online gambling and she's betting on fucking sports.
That woman's an addict. Yeah, she's an addict.
A fucking crazy person. I was like, wow.
I think that woman's a legend. I'm
telling you.
Yeah, that's freaking awesome,
dude.
The
only reason I knew is Beverly told me when we were on the way home. She goes, "Oh, what's her face? She won $800." I'm like, none of us. I think Beverly actually hit a board and won for like $150 or something. But I'm sitting there like, dude, nobody. She didn't win. She goes, she's been doing online gambling the whole time. I'm like, you're at bingo, doing bingo, and you're playing blackjack on fucking on FanDuel.
This twat's at a Chinese auction at St. Mary's, and she's got $50 on Ohio State to push the fucking points. That's a legend right there.
Yeah,
that's
and then
a
every
pro.
fucking And every 15 seconds, she leans down because she's playing jacks with fucking dudes from Philly at the street corner. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was fucking impressed, man. I
throwing
did not
dice up
realize
against
that,
a brick wall.
Put him in the bedroom. I don't want to see his fucking face. Put him in the bedroom.
Put him in the bedroom. Put him in
I
the
don't want to
bedroom.
see that fucking face.
Put him in the bedroom.
Dude, hey,
Oh
Joey,
my God,
do you guys know that I was watching Chaz Palminteri's podcast, and the guy that plays Mush in the Bronx Tale, get him out of here.
That's him.
Put him in the bedroom.
That's him.
That's
Yeah,
the
that's
real
him.
guy. That's the
original
real
guy.
guy in real life. Yeah. And he
Yeah,
got
yeah,
it from
I
the
knew
name. He's like, who do I get to play Mush? In this movie, he goes, get Mush. Put him in the bedroom.
Well, you know what the story is. So De Niro wanted to meet the guy who was actually Mush, because De Niro. I didn't realize De Niro directed this movie. I had no idea.
Sure, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And so they went to Mush's house, and so he knocks. They knock on the door, and I forget exactly how the story was, but Chaz Palminteri is like, "Hey, Tony, how you doing?" And he's like, "What do you want?" And he's like, "I got Bobby De Niro here. He wants you to, he wants to talk to you because he wants you to play you in the movie that we're making." And he was like, "Hold on a minute." And he slams the door on him and he comes back 5 minutes late. "Sorry, I was watching the Ohio State game or something like that." And he had like $400 on it.
He looks like a mush, man.
He looks like a degenerate gambler. Yeah. So he actually and dude, that made fucking De Niro just say, "We're using him." Like, that's the guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Got to use
You
him.
don't got to say a word. Just be yourself. We'll figure it out. But he looks like a guy to
Kenny...
be called Mush.
He does.
That's a fucking hilarious. He looks like a guy that would be called Mush.
Yeah,
he looks.
Kenny
like
brought
guy,
up the name. The guy that the guy whose house my brother goes to every year to watch the Super Bowl is Chaz Palminteri. My brother, I'm still waiting for the fucking Sam Kinison thing. They told me a couple days ago. I didn't forget about you. Oh yeah, I asked you 3 months ago, Einstein. What's going on?
Your brother goes to Chaz Palminteri's house
every year for the Super Bowl. Yeah, not Christmas, Super Bowl.
For the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
I saw him in the airport.
Just because I don't remember who I mentioned a couple weeks ago, and Kenny was Joe was like, I didn't know your brother knew whoever it was. I forget who it was, and then so now that just came up because Kenny said.
It's hilarious. I mean, not hilarious. I mean, it's awesome. Let's get some invites.
I haven't gotten it. I haven't gotten to go yet, but I've been told that I haven't gotten to go over there yet. But I've been told if I want to go see a Bronx Tale on Broadway, to let my brother know so he can let Chaz know so I can get in for nothing. I just haven't gone yet. I don't even know if he's still doing it. I don't even know if he's still doing that show.
Jojo Conte. See this guy over here up in the right-hand corner with his fucking contacts.
Hey, maybe the three of us
say anything to anybody.
Maybe the three of us can go to fucking Bronx Tale on Broadway. We can open up for it. We could do a live episode before that, just to ruin everyone's night.
Yeah, I'd love it. I'll just keep talking about Leonardo da Vinci's sphincter.
Speaking of,
and then Chaz will come out and go, "Let's get that died on the door, right?"
Yeah, they go over great with the Italians. Yeah, give it
Steve F was talking about my bingo night. He says, after 6 hours of bingo, I'd be playing Russian roulette and betting on the bullet.
Yeah.
I know a guy that died that way. Unfortunately.
What, playing too much bingo?
No, him and his buddy got hammered and high and were doing the Russian roulette thing.
No, really? Like a real person died from...
For the life of me, I don't understand what makes somebody think that like doing Russian roulette and winning is like I don't understand that type of mentality that makes you feel good that you can actually do it and win. Like it's just a game of chance. And you lose your life. You're not losing fucking $200.
Yeah, $200. Right.
It just doesn't make any sense.
You
don't get anything if you win. Like at least with fucking blackjack, at least if I put $200 down, if I win, I make $200. If they win, it's like, oh wait, you get to keep living. Whoop-de-fucking do. You could have done
I was
that
doing
yourself.
that anyway.
Joe,
you were doing that anyway, dickwad. Your heart wasn't going to stop for no reason.
Let me ask both of you. Every single day, how many people do you think die in this world because of doing dumb shit? You know what I mean?
Every day,
think
thousands.
About it. Thousands upon hundreds of thousands every day. Sitting at a
thousands. It's thousands just in Florida, people. Okay, it's just in
Pinellas County, County.
Yeah, exactly.
Holy shit, they suck down there. But it really is. It's how people die. You know, either you're wrestling an alligator, or you're jumping out of a plane with no fucking parachute, or you're just like, I think I can make it. How many times has that been said before someone died in a fucking in the Grand Canyon? I can make it. Like jump over the Grand Canyon. I think I can
there's
make
a show.
It. No, you can't.
There's a show on Netflix. There's a show on Netflix called "It's Florida, Man." So it's Florida, man, and I think there's like 4 episodes, and each one is a real story of some fucked up thing that happened in Florida, and they interview the real people, and then they have actors and some famous actors who they'll like recreate it, but they recreate it really funny, like it's exaggerated. And it's really good. They're half hour. It's called "It's Florida, Man." They're great.
What is it on? It sounds funny.
I think they're up. Yeah, no, it's really good, man. And every story. I think it's Netflix.
It's
HBO. I'm pretty sure.
That sounds funny.
Is it HBO? Okay, yeah. HBO.
I never even heard it. I just found it now. Do you know I have that media server at home? I'm just adding it right now. I never heard of that before. It sounds hilarious.
Yeah,
it's really good. Yeah, we enjoyed just the dumb shit. The one guy lost his arm to a fucking alligator. I mean, it's what you think, but then it's like weird, you know.
You know
what's funny? The
do.
graphic, like the promo photo for that show is the alligator with an arm sticking out of its mouth.
There you go. Yeah, I think that's the first
So
one.
funny.
Yeah,
You know what?
That's
You know what it
hilarious.
is? Here it is. I watched it was like a TikTok or something. I watched. There's two guys. They're in a street. I think it's like India, right?
That's 6
They
episodes.
both just think about I think they both had M80s, okay? And
Okay.
they're both you can see them both light the M80. Both of them light the M80, right? It starts to fuse. The one guy is 4 feet away, throws it, and it hits the other guy lighting the other M80, hits him in the chest. He grabs it and throws it away. And he starts laughing, going, ha ha. He doesn't realize the fucking M80 in his right hand is still burning.
Oh,
Boosh!
no.
Fucking arm gone.
Oh, shit.
His friend missed through the M80. He caught it. Was like, holy shit, I caught the M80. Get rid of this thing. Not
He threw
realizing
the
his
wrong
right
one.
hand was the M80 that he just lit.
That
and
he
then
lit.
boosh. Yeah.
So he
it was
forgot
already
about
lit.
that, and
He forgot
in the
about it.
panic of the other one, threw the
Oh.
other one and thought, "Phew, I'm safe," forgetting that he just lit the other one in the other hand.
He just won the lottery because he got an M80 out of his chest that his friend just threw at him.
Right.
And then he didn't realize that there's one right in your fucking hand. You
These people.
son of a bitch.
What's frightening is
Oh,
that these people are allowed to vote. Isn't that fucking insane?
There's
Like,
no
you can
voting
vote.
in Mumbai. There's no voting
okay.
in Mumbai. Yeah,
Oh, okay. I
Calcutta
thought it
is
was Florida. I'm sorry.
Calcutta elections. That's you might as well just you might as well just mail it in. There's no elections in
It's
Calcutta.
between a lamb
Yeah.
and a cow. Or something like
Yeah,
that.
a country, India, a country that's been around for 5,000 years. Not one paved fucking road, not one fucking hardtop, not one sidewalk, nothing. 5,000 years, one of the oldest civilizations in the world, and nobody thought of fucking pants. They're all just wearing fucking skirt, half. Put some
It's hot
pants
over
on,
there, my friend.
yeah.
It's hot,
How about shoes?
motherfucker.
Everyone's got bare feet over there too. I told you that story. My friend Juhi, was it Juhi? Went back to India. She Americanized. Parents are doctors. She was going to med school.
Oh
Went
yeah,
back to
yeah,
India
yeah.
to see
You
her
mentioned
family.
this before.
Yeah, and she was there. She's Indian, looks Indian, very pretty, but Indian.
Right.
You can tell. Be like, she's a Hindu. Ding ding dong, ding 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 dong. And
Oh,
she
yeah?
was there. She
I'm
was
not
there
sure
about
what the
8.
fuck you're
She was
singing,
there
but
about.
go ahead.
Give you. Remember that 1 pound fish? Fish, 1 pound fish, 2 pound fish.
Oh my God, the 1 pound
Remember
fish.
that one? 1
Yeah.
pound fish, come lady, come cheap. 1 pound fish. Fish,
We have
1
to
pound,
send that
1
to
pound
Chris
fish.
Abels. We got to send that. Shawnee, remind us if we
Fish,
can
1
find.
pound
It's
fish.
a fucking. It's a funny video.
Joe,
Yeah.
you ever see that one? It's old. It's like that
what are you
shit's
talking
like
about?
10 years old.
It's
some
something that
street
Kenny found
monger.
on the show.
Yeah, street monger in like Europe, England or
Yeah,
something.
he's fucking
that
he's
card
hawking
of
fish,
He's
and he would
hawking
just he would
fish.
sing. What did 1
Come
pound
on, ladies,
fish?
1
What
pound
did 1
fish.
pound fish? Oh,
1 pound
dude,
Oh,
fish.
there it is. I see it. His name. He's known as 1 Pound Fish Man, and he's listed as singer and songwriter. I just
Singer
googled
and
the 1 pound
songwriter.
fish. First
Yeah,
thing pops up.
exactly. That's
He was on like
that's just
he went on like
that's his
Britain's
long
Got
and
Talent.
winding road. It's
He's
the
got a
same thing. It's the same
Wikipedia.
thing.
Muhammad Shahid Nazir. He's Punjab.
It's a stairway to heaven. Is 1
It's
pound
his
known
long
as
and
the
winding
1
road.
pound
Yeah,
fish
yeah. 1
man.
pound fish. 1 pound fish. It's a
Go
long
on, ladies,
and
go on,
filthy
ladies.
fish. Bum,
Cheap
bum,
fish,
bum,
cheap
bum.
fish.
I
How
remember
much
that,
fish,
dude.
thank- Yeah.
That was one of those things
So-
that Kenny found. We were having a blast with.
So, real quick, my friend Julie, she went to India for about 18 hours and then fucking hightailed it out of there because they were on a train and there was people like shitting on top of the train, and then when they would go into the rice paddies
Oh my god!
in between Calcutta and Mumbai, whatever it was, and once the train stopped, they would run into the rice paddies, and she said they were all taking shits reading the newspaper in the rice.
Yeah,
paddies.
there it is.
There it is, 1 pound fish.
Yeah,
1
I'm
pound
looking at it
fish,
right
come
now.
on, ladies.
You know what's
Yeah,
crazy?
ladies, come on, ladies, come on, ladies. 1 pound fish, 1 pound fish. Have a look, 1 pound fish. Have a look, 1 pound fish. Very, very good. 1 pound fish, very, very cheap. 1 pound fish, 6 pound, 5 pound, 1 pound each.
1 pound fish.
You know what's funny? I'm
One pound fish.
you know what's funny? I'm reading about that dude, and like he was just a guy from India, and then moved to England or whatever, and he got a job at this fish market or whatever.
Fishmonger, yeah.
He got signed to the fucking Warner Brothers music from that
yes,
song.
Are you serious?
Yes, because it was
Yeah, he's under Warner Brothers since 2012. Oh, it says years
Yeah.
active. 2012, 2013. So I guess he's already
They,
done.
it was like remember what's the Korean guy Gangnam Khan
William Hung?
Oh,
no
Oh, yeah, Psy.
Gangnam Style
Gangnam Style.
Yeah,
that's
But his
So
name his music name was Psy.
You know
So,
why?
yes,
Because
yeah.
when I found out that guy was making millions of dollars,
I sighed.
millions of Americans sighed
Sighed.
all at once. Like, are you
Yeah.
fucking kidding me? This song, Gangnam Style,
with
made
the
a fucking
layup.
mint. Oh my god!
South Korean rapper. Yeah, he's just as old as I am.
Yeah, fuck him. I don't even want to play that shit. That's bullshit. But that's what it
No,
was. He
no,
was
fuck
on. He was on Britain's Got Talent. Go
Hey, his
on,
birthday's
ladies,
coming up in a
come
couple
on,
weeks.
one fish.
Maybe we can do a happy birthday, Psy. He was born the same year as me. I was born in 77.
And she's buying a stairway to buy my 1 pound fish. It's so
Fish, come on, ladies, come on, ladies. 1 pound fish, 1 pound fish. Have a look, 1 pound fish. Have a look, 1 pound fish. Very, very good. 1 pound fish, very, very cheap. 1 pound fish, 6 pound, 5 pound, 1 pound each.
1 pound
6
fish.
pound, 5 pound,
My
1
balls,
pound each.
1 pound fish. Eat my ass. 1 pound fish.
1 pound fish, 1 pound, 6 pound, 5 pound, 1 pound each. Fish.
Does he actually sell any, or does he just sing all day and nobody
Yeah,
buys
yeah.
I
it?
don't know, but I would
He's
buy
like-
a fish from him, man.
They're like, what kind of fish is it? He goes, from the
1
water?
pound?
You don't have no fucking idea.
1 pound?
Bro,
Oh my god!
halibut is different than fucking tilapia. You know what I mean? And a 1 pound fish.
And she's buying a 1
Fucking
pound
great.
tilapia.
Oh
Fish
my
in
God.
town.
Oh,
Fish in town is the billboard.
fantastic!
Yeah.
Fantastic, man.
I never heard of that
forgot
guy.
about that guy.
Yeah.
I
forgot
never
about it.
even heard of that guy.
Oh my god!
Have a look. 1 pound fish. Come on,
fish.
ladies. Come on, ladies. 1 pound fish. Have a
The
look.
lyrics
1
are on his
pound fish.
Wikipedia. Yeah.
Hey, what did
lyrics out
what
of-
did the blind Indian guy say as he walked past the fish market? Good morning, ladies. 1 pound fish. I forget. Stupid shit joke.
Cash money.
Good morning.
Fish. Have a look. 1 pound fish.
Have a look. 1 pound fish. I've never heard of that guy,
It'll stick in
but
your
that'll
head.
be in my
Yeah,
head all
stick in
week
your head.
now. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Have a look.
So real quick,
Yeah.
That's not
elements,
AI. That was
real
brilliant.
quick. I want to I want to bring up I want to show you guys the reason why I'm a big fat asshole. Big
1
fat,
pound fish.
right? And just bear with me for a second. Now, Shawnee
Okay.
has a picture. First, I'm going to send you the back picture. Okay, this is from my MRI of the original reason why that I have.
Looks like a
75
Leonardo
pounds.
da Vinci painting. Actually, I don't know.
Yeah, looks like I have to poop.
It's like a 1 pound fish.
Basically. Have a look, 1 pound fish.
1 pound
Have
fish.
a look, 1 pound fish.
Kenny has
All right,
an
so
X-ray.
geez.
1 pound fish.
Yeah.
Is this from the back
So-
or the side?
This is what it is. Flip it over, Sean. Flip it over. Okay. So now this is my lumbar. At the bottom of the screen is my lumbar. That's right where my
Right, but is
anus
this from the side of your body or this is from like the back?
This is the side. This is the side. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, all right.
So
this
if you
looks like-
see my vertebrae, right? If we start from the top, they look like little biscuits, donuts,
yeah,
and
yeah.
then you see the two bottom ones, kerploosh. That's
Yeah.
where they had to take my vertebrae out and
Oh,
redo those
shut up.
things. Yeah, it was bad. It was both the lumbar.
So like
that's
the
what-
one on the left side on the bottom where it's like a black line in between, that should be a lot more spaced out. And that's bone on bone right there.
absolutely.
Like
it's
I know
all-
this from my fucking 2 spinal surgeries.
You've
Like
had
now I
you've
can
had-
look
you've
at an
had-
X-ray like this. I know what I'm looking for. I've had
What do you-
2
what
and
do
I've
you
got a
have,
third one coming
3?
next year.
Yeah, that's what it's going to be a third one.
2 spinals and 1 neck, and then I have a third spinal next year. But
Right.
but that bottom one on the left side of that X-ray, there should be a lot more space in between those discs.
Absolutely.
In between those bones. There's nothing there, dude. That's bone on bone, man.
Well, that was an
hurts.
original injury that I had years ago that I kind of worked through, and the doc said he had to go in there and take my vertebrae out and shave it down because it started to become calcium. It started.
That's what they did for mine.
Right.
Yeah, the first time they took out a couple and shaved them down to make them smaller, and then the second surgery was a double, because there was some stuff that needed to be fixed, and he was like, "I'm not going to do this as 2 separate. I'll do them together." And then they replaced a couple of them with synthetics. So 2 of them I have two of my discs now in my lower spine are synthetics. The other one they shaved down to make it a little smaller, and it's been okay since then. But I have a fusion. The next one I have coming up is a fusion. That's the last. If that doesn't help, then that's it. That's the last step. Yeah, that's the last resort.
That's what he said. He's like, I'm going to do this now, but he's like, your body almost naturally fused itself. You know what I mean? Because it was protecting itself.
Exactly. Because it compensates. But that bottom one, dude, that's bad, man.
It was pretty bad.
Yeah.
I was in bed for a year. I was in bed for almost a year.
Yeah,
pretty much a year because
that sounds fucking wonderful. That part.
I did that in October. Just bear with me, guys.
1 pound fish.
I did that in October. I didn't have the surgery till February, and then it was 8 months after that. So it was almost a year. It was September, So let me get to this, and just bear with me. Now, Thanksgiving happened over the weekend. I hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving with the family.
I forgot all about that. Yeah.
Very nice. Turkey. I could not eat much turkey. My fat fucking ass, and you can see my neck here. This flottle.
That's the turkey neck right there.
I'm what's funny is my fucking neck is bulging out farther than my ears. Okay,
Chubby Kenny Michaels, 1 pound neck. Chubby Kenny Michaels, 1 pound neck.
4 pound neck. Chubby gabba good. 4 pound neck. Double tits. Big tits giant. Big tits giant. Double tits. Prolapse uterus, umbilical hernia. Gotta go to the hospital. Gotta get it fixed. Bring. Right. So, 25 years ago, okay, I had 3 of my wisdom teeth pulled. One at each different time because I didn't have health insurance at that time. I wasn't in the VA with the Marines, and it was like $700 a tooth. And when I was in my growth spurt in my early 20s. I got so the last one in my right hand side, all the way in the back on the bottom. Okay,
right.
The doc told me 25 years ago to say in about 5 years, that thing's gonna start. It's growing sideways. If I go in there, I have to shave your jaw down. I can't get to it without major surgery. He goes, let it be, and when it starts hurting you and it comes to fruition, then we'll take care of it. It was 25 years ago.
Yeah.
And it never really started to hurt?
Never hurt nothing. Nothing. Wow. I didn't fucking pay attention to it, nothing. Maybe 10 years ago it started creeping through. Not a thing. For some fucking reason, a month ago, I get a fucking growth spurt or something. And I could feel the pressure, and I'm like, oh, well, it hurts a little bit, but nothing bad. I can eat and stuff like that, but my upper teeth started hitting my bottom teeth, and it started clicking, and I'm like, that's weird. Then I'm feeling with my tongue, and I'm like, something's pushed. Something's weird. And my front teeth, when I would floss, it was getting a little tighter, okay? So I'm like, shit, something's shifting, all right? So then I'm eating like a fucking donut or a pancake, something really soft. And I bit down. And you know when tectonic plates, there's so much pressure that they just pop, boom, and it just goes. You know what I'm saying, Joe? It just like snaps. The pressure, I hit the tooth, hit my molar, shot it next to it, and just boom, sprouted out. Okay? Now look at that. See that tooth on the side?
Look at that one.
Oh, on the left side. Yeah.
On the left side. That's the one that was.
That's like a giant family photo, and you have the
fish.
one special person all the way on the one side who doesn't quite fit in right. You know what I mean? And we all recognize him like, oh,
Kenny's
there he
special
is.
tooth.
There's cousin
Right.
Oliver.
You know, it's funny. See, the top one was hitting
Oliver.
I have one cavity from when I was 17 in the Marines. I only have one cavity. I take care of my. So let me get this. I take care of my teeth very well. I'm really, really fucking because my father
Me too.
did really. He's got.
I hate to burst
and,
both of your bubbles. I hate to burst both of your bubbles, but most of the time, it's all hereditary. It's all genetic.
Hereditary, exactly. Yes.
It's
my father has.
You know what I mean?
My mother, she could fucking. She could bite a like a shark tooth. You know what I mean? Her teeth are nice and fine. My sister's teeth are nice and fine. I had braces. I take after my father's side.
But you have good genetics.
I've made a point of it to really take care of my teeth. Okay? So this thing happens. So 2 weeks ago, I'm like, all right, so they can't get me into the doc until Tuesday of last week. 1 week ago tomorrow. The next day is fucking the day before Thanksgiving.
Yeah, so you can't eat anyway.
I go into the doc. Nice guy. The guy couldn't have been more than 18 years old. He looked like he was 18. And I go, can I have somebody with some silver hair? This guy looks like he's playing pickup basketball. You know what I mean? And he's a fucking orthopedic. He's an oral
1
surgeon.
pound fish.
He's a 1 pound fish. Yeah. Yeah. He was more like you like his watch.
Tooth.
He was an Arab guy. He was more Arabish than I think his name was like Eric Anderson or something like that. They were great people.
That sounds Arabic.
Bro, he looked like he looked like he would pump gas. You know what I mean? Like, you know, he wears his hat backwards on his off time. Yeah, and I'm like, Doc, just to take, and he goes, well, let me take it. So they do this, and they take the thing out. I'm like,
oh,
just take the wisdom tooth out. He goes back to me and goes, well, you got to take them both out. I go, what the fuck you mean? He goes, well, the one is pushing up against the one you see in the picture. The one is pushing. He goes, I can't get to that one unless I got to take that one out. So I'm like, I'm losing 2 teeth. Wisdom tooth, fine. But I'm losing a molar on this motherfucker before Thanksgiving. Wow. Right?
And
he's like, he's like, you'll be out of here.
Wait till Friday.
Bro, I was there 37 minutes.
Wow.
Gave me Novocaine. I was like, he's like, I'm not gonna put you out. He goes, watch it. I go, I don't need that shit. I don't need to wake up from anesthesia going,
my wife just had a root canal. They didn't knock her out either.
Yeah, you know, they have this. All I need is to fucking say something stupid when I'm under anesthesia, like, I love black balls. Do you have black balls, Doc? You know, like some shit of videos.
Well, he sounds like he had brown ones.
Just shit my pants. He gives me. He goes. He takes a swab and like numbs my tongue. Goes in there. He's got this big big syringe. 1 pound fish syringe. The
it's stuck in my head now. Fucking
yeah. Right. So he jims it in there, and when I tell you, I've done this 3 times already, so I know what I expect to do. Right. I know it's you feel like this guy. First one gone. Bling, in a cup. Next one. My wisdom. Bling, in a cup. He goes, all right, well, put this thing on there, put the stuff in there, have your little syringe. You can eat on the right and left hand, eat on the left side, but just be careful if you got any foodstuffs in the hole. You don't want to dry sock it.
Yep.
Here's a little syringe. You know, you wash the water through, right? That's before Thanksgiving.
Hearing about it, dude.
Yeah, it didn't hurt. The pain, there was no pain really. It wasn't bad. It was just that everything just shifted. So now I can't eat really Thanksgiving. I was eating a little bit, but I couldn't really eat the whole thing, right? So that's 1 week, okay? Now I have that going where I missed out on pies and I didn't go to my sister's. I was just, I was hanging out. I had to work the one day. And I was just kind of relaxing, just kind of trying to be. I was drinking protein shakes, just so I didn't fuck anything up. You know what I mean? I didn't want to.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So it's not 100% healed. Okay, there's still like a hole there. It's still like got stuff that's gonna flap. Now it was Thanksgiving. for my fat fucking ass. You know what tomorrow is? It's December 3rd.
Yeah.
Right.
The fucking McRib comes out.
Oh no, your McRib
The
comes
McRib
out. Huh?
is back tomorrow.
Oh no.
Boy.
The
Kenny loved
motherfucking McRib is back tomorrow. And now
he
I
buys
can't
them like
fucking.
White Castles and he freezes them.
Yeah.
No, I fucking no. I'll eat 7. I think the first year they came out, I think it was at 27.
We've talked about this. You did
Yeah.
like 7 of them, right, or something like that.
No. It was within. It lasts for about a month. Usually they come out.
No,
about
I know,
November.
but we talked about this in the studio once at Frank's, and I thought you said like the most you had done in like one sitting was 7.
Oh, in one day it was 7. Yeah, I think it was 7.
Or one day.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
A day?
Yeah, in
Wow.
one day. Yeah, 7 in one day.
Are they like
not
what
1
size are
ounce
they?
of rib meat in the whole thing, but 7 fucking
No,
McRib.
they're made out of sneaker filling.
They're made out of
They're
sneaker
the same
filling. Yeah,
shit. They're Joe. They're the size of think of a checkbook. The
Yeah,
size
yeah,
of a
I'm saying
checkbook,
compared to like
thicker.
a McDonald's quarter pounder or a Big Mac
No,
or
no,
their
no.
cheeseburger.
Think
like
of-
They're long
circumference?
though. They're
Yeah, they're
long though.
longer.
They're like a long
Think
roll.
of a 6-inch, think of a checkbook.
Like a
overflowing.
Portuguese roll. You know what a Portuguese roll looks like? Like that,
Portuguese-
like
Yeah.
kind of that long, maybe with a
Yeah,
piece of fucking
okay.
homemade meat on it.
Yeah.
Some not real, some not
But
real
you
meat,
guys-
whatever the fuck it's called.
you have to understand is everything that I've been eating since for a week after this tooth extraction, tooth teeth, right, has been I have to eat on the one side and I have to be careful. I can't
Yep.
like just shove a fucking food in, right? So we have a family feed of like what's going on. My sister, I'm a new uncle.
A newborn.
I don't know if I told you guys last week.
Yeah,
I'm a new uncle. Yeah, I did.
yeah. Olivia something, right?
Macy Jane.
Julie, whatever the fuck. her name
Macy
was.
Jane.
I was
yeah.
so close.
Right.
Yeah,
So
right there.
on the family feed, everything's about the baby. They're taking pictures at Thanksgiving. They're taking all those pictures and stuff, and I'm not there. And my mother just decides to go Wednesday after or Tuesday night after the surgery, Tuesday afternoon. She goes, everything's good. Give me your pie recipes. I want to make sure that I have enough ingredients. Uncle Kenny lost 2 teeth from the doctor. And just make sure you put your pie recipe down and what I need for how many people want cherry pies. Just in like a fucking whim. Like, Uncle Kenny lost 2 teeth. Like, what am I, a fucking meth addict in the attic, smoking dope? Did I lose 2 teeth? She didn't put like, it was an impacted wisdom tooth. No fucking x-rays or nothing like that. She goes, Uncle Kenny lost 2 teeth. And like, what's he, drunk again? Would you fall down the steps and lose 2 teeth?
Like you said
like,
you lost
Ma.
your teeth like somebody lost their wallet. Like it was
It's
just a
like-
weird way
Yeah,
of
yeah.
doing it.
It was an
Yeah.
afterthought.
Yeah, and it's funny too is me and Joe did a bunch of shows last week, and there was a tooth that was loose. I told you about it, Joe. And
Yeah.
I was worried about, Joe always says, the hiccups on stage. I was worried about like just a molar flying out of my mouth, just like flying and hitting the table where I'm like, and the dog said, kapoosh, and phew, like a tooth would just go flying, but it's stuck in there. It
That
hung
would be
out
kind
there.
of funny.
Yeah, but my mother's like, she made it sound like I was like a dope addict. And I'm like, you fucking kidding me, dude?
Shawnee says he wants to play something.
Oh, wow. Sure.
Hold on a second. Shawnee?
Oh yeah, there's a very special song that I feel like would go perfectly for Kenny's predicament.
Dental story.
Okay.
All right,
Face
cool.
dental
I'd like to
nightmare.
hear it.
Have
Turn us up, Shawnee.
Hey kids, grab a seat, let me tell you about the scene. This boy named Kenny out there chasing his dreams. He didn't want the fame, just that savory bite of a McRib sandwich practically every night. Kenny would run like a star in the sky to the nearest joint where the arches fly. Grease on his fingers, lips tingling with joy. This barbecue wonder was his favorite ploy. Kenny and the McRib, oh it's tasty and he's feeling big. Sliding through those golden doors, Kenny craving more and more. Bun so soft, meat so wet. Kenny thought it was the best
Meat
meal
so
yet.
wet.
Dreaming of the tangy sauce, it's so sweet. It's the kind of meal that just can't be beat. Folks would say, Kenny, why you love it so? He just smiles, say, you'll never know. It's got a spell on me, a culinary trip, lost in the wonder of this magical McRib. Kenny and the McRib, always tasty and he's feeling big. Sliding through those golden doors, Kenny craving more and more. Kenny and the McRib, oh it's tasty and he's feeling big. Sliding through those golden doors, Kenny craving more and more.
What a tune!
Not over yet. I wish they weren't in maintenance right now. I'd make something.
Oh, there he is, Kenny doing the AI. The ColecoVision version of AI right there, everybody.
That was hilarious. Joe, is that the one you made a couple weeks ago?
Yeah. That was the one you guys made a few weeks ago. And Shawnee was like, dude, we got to play that. I'm like, fuck.
Gotta play it
man.
tomorrow.
I forgot all about it.
It's tomorrow.
Are you having a party?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Wait, Kenny.
All right.
Kenny, I'll bring you a Thursday night at the show. I'll bring you a bag of them as a thank you.
No.
A bag of McRibs.
Here, Joey. Now, anyone who's out there, let me just tell you. Now, lunch starts at noon. Okay. So what you do if you're a fan of the McRib? Look at my fat face telling this. Like I'm never gonna get fucking pussy anytime soon. Really, it's awful. Really, it's awful. But it's the holidays. I don't give a shit.
Hey, you're gonna meet Ice-T on
What you do?
Thursday. He used to be a pimp. I'm sure
I'm
sure he can hook you up.
Yeah. So what you do is tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, here's from a McRib specialist. Do not go there at 12 o'clock. Do not go there and go online at 12 o'clock.
Kenny the McRib specialist.
Yes.
Okay.
Do not go
Not
and
making them, eating them.
Do not go and get the first McRibs. Do not.
No.
Hold off.
Okay.
Why would
Because
you not want the freshest ones that they just made?
No, because the freshest ones, they ain't cooked them before. They know how to make double quarter pounders. They know how to make Big Macs. They ain't never cooked a McRib, those kids. So what you do is you let them
Last year.
The same kids ain't cooking McRibs from last year, 10 years ago. What happens is
They're the same McRibs. They've been in the freezer the entire year until now.
Probably. Since the
that
80s,
that clown Ronald calls them. All right, you guys can.
I'm surprised they don't serve. I'm Joey. I'm surprised they don't serve them in a styrofoam like they used to.
The non-biodegradable ones that Dennis Leary talked about.
Exactly. They're throwing out the thing with a seal headlights. Anyways.
Yeah.
What is
whale skin hubcaps?
Whale skin hubcaps. Yeah.
Baby seal eyes. That's what it was. Baby seal eyes.
Baby seal eyes. Great stand up. Special. One of my favorites of all time. Don't go with the first ones because let them run through the first wave, the second wave. Then you let it cool out. You let it cool out. They get all the bugs out about 3 o'clock. 3, 4 o'clock before the dinner rush.
Yeah, they get all the shoe polish off it until you just get the real fake.
Yeah, exactly. Let them get all the shoe polish off, and then
because the first couple hours is all the frozen McRibs left over from last year.
Oh, listen. There's a staff meeting beforehand going, hey, we're gonna get our ass kicked today with the McRibs. All right, just bear down. We showed you how to do it because there's like a dipping system and shit, and you won't get a lot of onions. They'll miss pickles. But they'll once they work that through, go, hey, 4 o'clock, 3:30, 4 o'clock. They're like, now we got it. We're ready for dinner. And boom, they're like Jeffrey, you want to stay on? You've been cooking really good. Yeah, I'll stay another shift. Hey, Sarah, you want to still work today? Yeah, we're gonna have it overloaded with the McRibs today. You want to stay on? Sure, I'll take the extra hours. Boom, they're ready to go. That's when you get the good ones. Day one. Brought to you by the fat-faced
little tip from Kenny, the McRib specialist.
Fat guy.
Kenny the McRib specialist. All right. I think that's a great way to end the show because I want to go have my dessert, my yogurt and fucking
My
peanut
yogurt
butter.
and peanut butter. That's
And I
gross.
have some, I actually have some sugar-free Cool Whip too, so I'm going to mix that in with there.
Cool.
All right.
Whip.
Cool Whip. Shawnee, let's play our outro music so we can get the hell out of here. Thank you to everybody who listens. All of you guys, you maniacs in the chat room. Steve F, 2 Joints, Agoo.
Always great.
Terry Neal. I mean, you guys are just absolutely killers. Thank you so much. And all of you who are listening to podcasts, we appreciate it.
See, Shawnee, you know what you're doing. You know what to
One
play.
pound fish.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let Shawnee just play the board, man. Shawnee
Yeah,
just
and if
plays
you're
the board.
listening, in podcast, check us out on Monday nights at 7:00. Join us on the 100 Proof Podcasting Network. Subscribe to it, and then click notifications and come and hang out with us every Monday night at 7:00. And like our Facebook page, check out our YouTube page, Conte and Kenny. They have some old clips, and I got some shows, but I'm going to be headlining Uncle Vinny's January 15th, Wednesday. I know that's a little bit ahead. That's 6 weeks, but come
Want
see
me to open
me
up for you?
Wednesday, January 15th. No, that's okay. And come
Why?
see me.
Who books that gig? Who books that gig?
No, yeah.
I'm opening for him.
Yeah. Go to UncleVinny'sComedyClub.com.
Yeah, 1 pound
Come
fish
and
guy's
see
gonna
me.
open up for me. Before he asks me to open up for him.
Yeah, 1 pound fish. Welcome to Uncle Vinny's 1 pound fish.
1 pound fish. Here's Joe Conte.
1 pound fish.
That's it. That's his whole act.
Let's
1 pound
let's
fish.
get out of here, man.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Yes.
everybody, and of course, Shawnee, our producer. Thank you, and we end each show the same exact way. Our pal, the late great Otto Peterson, would always say goodbye, and that is, take care.